Hello everyone, good evening. I am Tomo, the director of tonight's film, Being Born, Umareru. Thank you very much for taking your time to come see it. Before watching the movie, I'd like to talk about the film a bit. I will try to keep it short. This is the first screening outside Japan. It is a huge honor for me to introduce my baby to Vancouver. Currently I live in Tokyo, but I moved here in 2002 and stayed for 4 years to study filmmaking. I was 29 years old, now I am 39 to 40-ish. And so I was a bit older than most of my classmates in Vancouver Film School. The best explanation for why I didn't come sooner is probably cowardice. Since I was 19, I dreamed about becoming a movie director, but I had no idea how to make it happen. Time went by, and I felt it was an unrealistic pipe dream. I started working for a computer company as a salesperson, commuting in Tokyo's famous jam-packed train for 6 years. One day, I decided to go for it, to make my dreams come true. There was at 29, I stood at the starting line, finally here in your country. I wasn't really sure if I was talented enough to make it, but I didn't really care. I was really happy just to have the chance to realize my dream. While I was in Vancouver, I was so broke that the taxman didn't want my money. But I met a lot of people, a lot of wonderful people, and I experienced a lot of great things. I feel that Vancouverites helped me so much to grow as a filmmaker and a human being. So this is why I desperately wanted to have the first screening outside Japan in Vancouver. Because I wouldn't be who I am, or where I am without you. So thank you very much. Thank you very much. And I miss Vancouver so much. So the film, Umareru, we call it Being Born in English titles. Being Born is a documentary film, which I hope makes us contemplate the meaning of being born, of being alive, the importance of life. I hope it leads you to examine the bonds you have with your parents, your partner, your children, your society, and yourself, through the trials and the joys of 4 families' experiences with birth and raising a child. Since Being Born was released in Japan in November 2010, about 200,000 people have watched the film. The stereotype is that films about birth and raising a child are directed by a woman. So people have jumped to the conclusion that I am gay. Sorry to break your heart, boys, but I'm married to a wonderful woman here, right here. I have to be honest. I haven't had a normal relationship with my biological parents. That is a big reason why I wanted to make this film, because I wanted to reconcile with my parents. My younger brother, born 4 years younger after myself, was born intellectually challenged. He was in and out of the hospital constantly during my childhood. Naturally, my parents needed to take care of my brother. With all of the energy that it took to take care of him, it was difficult for them to also care for me, physically and mentally. I hadn't felt loved or acknowledged for a long time. I didn't know if they needed me. I didn't know why I was born or why I was alive. My parents worked so hard to take good care of my brother, but fundamentally, their relationship with each other was not a good one. If my brother hadn't been there, they would have already divorced. These childhood experiences didn't lead me to believe that having a family was such a good idea. These childhood experiences didn't lead me to believe that having a family was such a good idea. So I never included being a husband or a father into my own plans for my future, for my life. But 5 years ago, I had a life-changing experience. I was asked to produce a video for a lecture. It was pro bono, and at the time I wasn't really intrigued, but my inner voice told me to go. At the lecture, an obstetrician was discussing fatal memories. Needless to say, I was more than a bit skeptical. Fatal memories are memories the baby has from the time they spend in their mother's womb. Have you guys ever heard of these fatal memories? Could you raise your hand if you're any? Okay, probably around 10. Thank you very much. So, this doctor said, research shows that roughly 30% of children around age 3 has memories of being in the womb. They remember things like, it was warm and comfy, I was playing with a string, I heard mommy and daddy's voice. I had never heard of the term fatal memories, so I was blown away. And the doctor continued with these shady ideas. He said that there are also kids with memories from before entering the womb. The baby shows mommy and daddy from up in the class to meet nice and kind parents, to help them in need. There are even babies who choose bad parents or bad circumstances to grow as a soul. I'm not a religious person, and also I'm not a spiritual person. So I was listening with my head cocked to one side. But at the same time, I was moved by his story. At the time, I thought that if I were a parent, I'd be so much happier to hear that from the child. Until then, the bad relationship with my parents made me think the child never can choose a parent. Until then, I thought my parents bore the responsibility of the situation because they never showed love to me. The issue would never be solved until they apologized. But if I chose them, hypothetically, I might have some responsibility in creating our strained relations and this negative situation. We don't know if fatal memories are true. I don't really feel that it's important to me to prove them true. But it is true, it was true, that I have never helped, supported, or healed my parents. Then one strong feeling urged from my heart, from the depth of my heart. I want to make this movie. If I face the origin of life and the family, I might be able to reconstruct the bond with my parents. There might be hints on getting along with my partner. Making this film might be a very important path to make my life happier. So I decided to make this film. It was 2007. Talking about the production, it takes over an hour, so please allow me to skip over. So, for 2 years, we shot and interviewed over 100 families and couples. During production, I met tons of great people. Throughout these experiences, I realized that whenever you're born, any new life is welcome with gratitude and blessings. And every couple prepares to become a parent with a mixture of anxiety and hope. I might have known that in my head, but it came to feel it in my heart. And an unexpected thing had happened to me. Unconditional gratitude toward my parents sprung out. I had been bothered by my parents' failure to express love and gratitude. So I made up my mind to tell them, thank you for giving birth to me. I guess a lot of people know that the Japanese people are very, very shy. So we can say I love you not as easy as you guys. And I'm not sure about Canadian customs, but most Japanese people don't think to thank their parents for being born. For me, I needed a huge dose of courage to tell them. But I thought it was a very important step in life. So I dove right in. Dad, Mom, thank you for being born. Then my parents responded, what cult did you freaking join? We don't have any money to donate. But since then, the distance between us has gradually closed. Sometimes we call, sometimes we go out. I never expected that this would happen a few years ago. When the movie was completed, we had a wrap party with everyone involved in the production. I asked my parents to show up. We watched the movie, ate, drank, got plastered, and some people gave speeches to gratitude, to show some gratitude. Then one drunken guy raised his hand and said, let me talk. He was my father. Now see, he is the Japanese businessman. He wears glasses. You know, the Japanese businessman wears glasses. And always parts his hair 70-30. Chooses a white button-down shirt, no matter what, and never wear pink. He never wears pink like me. So he is the Japanese businessman, and he is not a master of speaking. And my father came up to the stage and bashfully spoke, I am very proud of my son. I want to thank all of you who supported him. It was the first time in my memory that I was complimented or acknowledged. Filmmaking is very, very consuming in terms of money, time, energy, but it was worth it. I know this shouldn't be said, but I decided to forgive my parents. They gave me birth, they raised me in the face of some serious situations. It is all good. Let bygones be bygones. And a new parent-child relationship is being born. After that, a mysterious thing had happened to me. I started thinking, I want to be a father. Before starting production, I was completely uninterested in having a child. Yet I came out of the experience reborn. My partner, the producer, Tomoko, Tomoko, say hello to everyone. She is doing something with my baby. So, this is my partner and producer of the film, Tomoko. And my daughter, Shigusa. Thank you. So, Tomoko had the same feeling. And six months later, she was pregnant. 10 days after the movie was released, she was born. Miracle. In this way, the movie Being Born was born. Thank you for listening to my story. I'll be done in a minute. Before the movie starts, I had one favor to ask you. We are looking for a global distributor. If you like the film, please call or email film production companies to request to release it in the North American market. At the moment, only Japanese people can enjoy the film. That is because we are 100% independent filmmakers with no network of foreign distributors. This is a Japanese movie, but the themes are very universal, and there's a message for everyone from the womb. Life is precious. Family is everything. Everybody knows this in the head. But why do bad things continue to happen? Things like murder, plunder, child abuse, and suicide? I believe it is because throughout our daily lives, we don't have an opportunity to feel the most important things in life. If we had a chance to travel to our hearts and to each cell in our bodies, it will be the stepping stone to solving most of our issues. We sincerely hope that the movie will lead viewers to a better understanding of themselves. Thank you very much and enjoy the film.